It doesn't mean make the children suffer to go unto Jesus. It means you suffer. Suffer those little children. Is it a pain in the ass for you to be nice to them? Suffer it. Is it hard for you to think about their world and not your own desires and wants and what I got to do? Suffer the little children. Not make them suffer. You see, it's just a linguistic thing. You see how easy it is? That was an example of how easy it is to misunderstand anything. To take a telescope that should look out and turn it around and see everything small. Okay? So, until now, you never heard this before. I promise you never heard it before, because everything has its time. So anyway, turns out that Jeshurun is another manifestation of the United States. So when you read the Song of Moses, if you go back and you get to it, or you want, or whatever, you can even skip now. I mean, the thing is, you don't have to do the read before, like if you're into it, and if you're not afraid to pick up a Bible, go ahead and read Deuteronomy 32, read it for yourself, right? The whole thing, unlike like preacher shows where they take a quote, one quote, and then they blah, 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 and send me money, and I'll tell you more, and touch your TV, and I'll pray for you, and I'm Benny Hinn, and I'm going to save you in the Philippines because you guys don't even have enough food to eat, and I'm just here to give you a show and dazzle you while we go ahead and eat your frickin' society for our own benefit. Man, something about this tirading, it's very refreshing, very unfolding. I need some more coffee. Anyway, So yeah, so you could read that for yourself in the context, and that's up to you if you do or you don't, whatever. I got nothing to sell you. So unless you want to download some of my songs, because that might be kind of cool. All the songs are pretty much a form of scripture or another, and I don't just do Judeo-Christian Islamic. I do it all. I do a whole bunch of stuff, and I would love to make it a living and just sing verses and read verses and make my art my thing, because what else have I got, right? So anyway, and then with this connection, thank you, Pastor, by the way, which was provoked by this interaction. So everything works. Comments work. Because all of a sudden, and this works. Because you can blow it off and just hear a part of it and it means something, and it doesn't make a difference if you ever read the Bible or not. The fact of the matter is now you know you're okay. Do your thing. Do your thing. You want to understand and see and know and feel connected to this otherwise amazingly flood-like process, then I'm sharing with you what I'm sharing, and you can take or reject it, because that's freedom of religion. That's freedom. God bless America. May it share its best with the world and not export its crap anymore. So anyway, I'm going to just read chapter 44. You can make of it what you will, but it's addressed to Jeshurun.
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. shall be brought down to the sides of the pit. Is this the man that made the earth to tremble? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave. The words cover thee. Lucifer, son of the morning, how art thou cut down, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. I will be like the Most High.
Noah's Ark, sequence, Isaiah, algorithm, chapter 44, components, 1 through 28. Yet now hear, O Jacob my servant, and Israel whom I have chosen. Thus saith the Lord that made thee and formed thee from the womb, which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob my servant, and thou Jeshurun, whom I have chosen. For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessing upon thine offspring, and they shall spring up as among the grass, as willows by the watercourses. One shall say, I am the Lord's, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob, and another shall subscribe with his hand unto the Lord, and surname himself by the name of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, the King of Israel, and his Redeemer, the Lord of hosts. I am the first, and I am the last, and beside me there is no God. And who, as I, shall call and shall declare it and set it in order for me, since I appointed the ancient people? And the things that are coming and shall come, let them shew unto them. Fear ye not, neither be afraid. Have not I told thee from that time, and have declared it? Ye are even my witnesses. Is there a God beside me? Yea, there is no God, I know not any. They that make a graven image are all of them vanity, and their delectable things shall not profit, and they are their own witnesses. They see not, nor know, that they may be ashamed. Who hath formed a god, or molten a graven image that is profitable for nothing? Behold, all his fellows shall be ashamed, and the workmen they are of men. Let them all be gathered together, let them stand up. Yet they shall fear, and they shall be ashamed together. The smith with the tongs both worketh in the coals, and fashioneth it with hammers, and worketh it with the strength of his arms. Yea, he is hungry, and his strength faileth. He drinketh no water, and is faint. The carpenter stretcheth out his rule, he marketh it out with a line, he fitteth it with planes, and he marketh it out with the compass, and maketh it after the figure of a man, according to the beauty of a man. that it may remain in the house. He heweth him down cedars, and taketh the cypress and the oak, which he strengtheneth for himself among the trees of the forest. He planteth an ash, and the rain doth nourish it. Then shall it be for a man to burn, for he will take thereof and warm himself. Yea, he kindleth it and baketh bread. Yea, he maketh a god and worshippeth it. He maketh it a graven image, and falleth down thereto. He burneth part thereof in the fire, with part thereof he eateth flesh. He roasteth roast, and is satisfied. Yea, he warmeth himself, and saith, Aha, I am warm, I have seen the fire. And the residue thereof he maketh a god, even his graven image. He falleth down unto it, and worshippeth it, and prayeth unto it, and saith, Deliver me, for thou art my God. They have not known nor understood, for he hath shut their eyes that they cannot see, and their hearts that they cannot understand. And none considereth in his heart, neither is there knowledge nor understanding, to say, I have burned part of it in the fire. Yea, also I have baked bread upon the coals thereof. I have roasted flesh and eaten it. And shall I make the residue thereof an abomination? Shall I fall down to the stock of a tree? He feedeth on ashes. He feedeth on ashes. A deceived heart hath turned him aside, that he cannot deliver his soul, nor say, Is there not a lie in my right hand? Remember these, O Jacob and Israel, for thou art my servant. I have formed thee, thou art my servant. O Israel, thou shalt not be forgotten of me. I have blotted out as a thick cloud thy transgressions, and as a cloud thy sins. Return unto me, for I have redeemed thee. Sing, O ye heavens, for the Lord hath done it. Shout, ye lower parts of the earth. Break forth into singing, ye mountains, O forest and every tree therein. For the Lord hath redeemed Jacob, and glorified himself in Israel. Thus saith the Lord thy Redeemer, and he that formed thee from the womb. I am the Lord that maketh all things, that stretcheth forth the heavens alone, that spreadeth abroad the earth by myself, that frustrateth the tokens of the liars, and maketh the diviners mad, that turneth wise men backward, and maketh their knowledge foolish, that confirmeth the word of his servant, and performeth the counsel of his messengers, that saith to Jerusalem, Thou shalt be inhabited, and to the cities of Judah, Ye shall be built, and I will raise up the decayed places thereof, that saith to the deep, Be dry, and I will dry up thy rivers, that saith of Cyrus, He is my shepherd, and shall perform all my pleasure, even saying to Jerusalem, Thou shalt be built, and to the temple, Thy foundation shall be laid. Enough of the melodrama. Thus endeth the reciting of that chapter, such and such. And there you go. Told you I need to work out. Sorry for that. Alright, hope you enjoyed. Remember, occupy God. Tell your friends you can't get it anywhere else. And maybe subscribe.